And we are.
Welcome to the No Breaks Network, your home for education and entertainment, righteousness and ratchetness, where we are never content with just content. No breaks.
I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world, and that's our job.
What up, JB, what's the name of the podcast?
It's a pod named Kickback. A pod named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
You say the whole thing. Welcome back to the almighty Pod Named Kickback. And in fact, it is like a Tribe Called Quest because you must say the whole thing. I am no breaks, new, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I'll catch it. If you got it, I'll match it. Each and every week, we right back at it. I am the Black Savage, the Magneto of my people.
I love that intro every time.
Thank you, man.
And you laugh every time.
Right, every time. All right, y'all, it's Get Fit with Jack, getting you snatch and getting you back on track. So y'all need to hit me up because them holidays right around the corner.
Indeed, they are. Sweet potato pies on deck. Hey, it's your man.
Fried turkey.
Man Up Monday all day. That's where you find me. Let's go.
All right, let's get it, man. We got a real good episode for y'all this week. We're going to start it off.
Before we get started,
before we get started, give a little shout out. I know what you want to do. Give a little shout out to the Wizards who are starting their preseason game as right now at this moment.
So,
get some hand claps.
Get it off. Yeah, that's sir. Why the Wizards open. Oh, that's why downtown traffic bad too, because we had a home game too. Speaking of which, shout out to the NFC leading 4-1 Washington Commanders. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'll clap for that, man. You can't hate them. The Bama's is playing right when they doing what they got to do when they handle their business. You got to clap for them. I'm also giving it up for the team. The Falcons won on Thursday night.
They did with Captain Kurt. I'm always pulling for Kurt, so I was watching that game too. You know, it was kind of sad though. He broke Matt's record on
Matt night.
On his night, you get your record broke. I was like, they ain't have to do him like that, man. Like,
man, Kurt said we gotta win this game, man. I don't care about none of this record stuff. We gotta get this W.
Right.
Let's see. Let's find out how everybody's doing real quick. So let's start with. I already know what Randy High is for the week. We're gonna start with high low.
Yeah, high low. Who wants to go first?
Where's our banners?
Oh, good call. Let me get the banners up here.
I'm like, hold on.
Good call, Jackie on point.
There you go, Jack.
So my high this week. My Sunday fun day every Sunday, Kenwood Park, 8:30 a.m. We had a 77-year-old out there, brought her in. She thought she couldn't do a lot of things. We got her working. So then she was like, Miss Jackie, I need to come see you tomorrow. That's the type of attitude I love to inspire and have. So we got her on board. She's starting her coaching this week. So that was my high. And my low was the end of power. That's my low. We'll get to that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Oh, juiciness. Yeah. Hey, so we already know what my high was, right? But this was the real high, and all my DC fans out here, y'all gonna feel me on this one. When was the last time that our quarterback got pulled in a fourth quarter? Not because he was hurt or got benched, but just because, you know what? You've done such an amazing job these first 3 quarters. You don't even have to play. Go watch. Go sit on the sidelines and watch. Marcus Mariota finished it up, and our defense didn't give up a touchdown for 3 quarters straight up. Shut down. That was the high. I'm high on that all week. Y'all gonna hear the NFC leading 4-1 Washington Commanders. Hell yeah. All right, so my low, this was my real low. I have been neglecting my fish tank. And so Saturday I cleaned it and it took me about 3 hours, and I'm really glad my fish survived because some stuff came out of there. Like, I had really neglected them bad. And that was a low on me that I let them live in that environment and they survived. Now I see them, they happy, they swimming, everything good. But that was my low. And then normally it would take me 30 minutes to do it. It took me 3 hours. That was my low.
Damn, bro, you don't see us over here.
3 hours that's a lot of work.
And look, I was just on the low. I was seeing them swimming through the clouds and was like, look, y'all can see. I can still see y'all. Y'all. I'd run a test strip. I'd be like, ain't nothing in here killing. It's just dirty.
They was in the glass like, I know he see us. I know he see us. Everything past.
Yeah. Hey, look, we all going through. I'm going through. They going through too.
Yeah, man. Well, my high of the week is just.
I know it's better, babe. It was. I wish I could have did it in 30 minutes like normally, but hey,
that is crazy.
All well to end well.
My high will probably be really the sports, just like basketball is back. Having an NFL back is one thing, but that special time of the year for me is when you got basketball, football, the WNBA. It's like a colosseum of sports going on. So I'm loving that. Our Wizards are playing right now. Our rookies are doing what they're doing. I'm just like, man, I'm excited for the change. And this is the first time we've started to rebuild and kind of looking at where we're going from here. And I'm just excited to see what the rookies do. Are they great? Are they good? Are they raw projects? Are they sorry? What's going on with the rookies? I'm looking forward to finding that out. My low, being an entrepreneur doing business, it's weird because I can like get on the phone, right? And one call to make a couple $100, couple $1,000. That's just what it is. But you can also lose a couple hundred, lose a couple thousand. And I had a whale. I had the probably the biggest sale I ever had, and I was just like, I'm in the money. I want to go to the game with Randy. I'm gonna fly to DC and just go to the game with him. And then about a week later, right before I was supposed to get that big boom, it was like, something happened, this happened, not qualified, that eligible, and I was just sitting there like, I love this game, but I swear it don't let you back, man. I swear it don't let you back. But you know, I let it see another week. But I think that it's important to show the highs and the lows, and that was my low for sure. Because I was, get this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna go to that. And instead, I just worked all weekend. So you know, had to fix it. But that's my high low, and let's see.
Oh, wait, man. He said that was for the Browns losing. Oh, let me correct you, Butterbay. The Browns did not lose. They got beat down. It was not a loss. It was a knockout beat down. It was like one of them fights that somebody just was screaming, please throw in the towel. It was one of those right there. Like, I'm surprised that Watson didn't get benched. Like, seriously. Like, it was a beat down. So, yeah, I feel you.
I expect Watson to get benched at some point. But we're not going to start the podcast with all this sports because there's a lot of ladies tuned in. It's like, wait, what? Sports?
Hey, that's Butterbay. He was talking. I had to correct him, man. I had to correct him.
I hear you.
Wrong in the chat. He can't be wrong in the chat.
All right, so Well, let's just get into a couple. We had a couple of viral stories. We can breeze through these, but I thought a couple of things of note.
My left stroke just went viral.
Now, I do find it interesting, and I guess it's a good thing that the prosecution and the defense in the Diddy case, Diddy News, probably need to make a drop called Diddy News. Every week it's a new Diddy story. The prosecutors and lawyers for Sean Diddy Combs have agreed on the protective order regarding case discovery that the specific sealed material will not be posted online, including any social media sites such as Facebook or Twitter. So they're trying to protect the people who were in those tapes. And I don't think they're trying to protect any of us in the tapes. I think they're more or less trying to protect, them higher ups, Lucian and Clive Davis, some of those characters allegedly that may be in it. But so that means we may not get the information of who's at these freak offs. We might just have to guess. What you think? You think it's coming out?
It depends. We're gonna see. If he don't cooperate with what they want, then they're gonna leak something else.
He keeps saying that he innocent. I mean, I know that's the right thing to say, but it's kind of like, damn, dog, you think you innocent? Like if it's all, but you know what the thing is, he's not innocent of beating Cassie, but he's not on trial for beating Cassie. So that's the thing. He's not on trial for that. So what he's on trial for is trafficking. And they got huh?
I can see why he has that attitude. He's been getting away with this stuff for 30 plus years. Of course he's gonna have that attitude.
Well, there you go. There you go.
He gotta keep that attitude regardless. Like no matter, like at this point, even if he know, you know what I'm saying, he guilty of sin, he still can't be like, yeah, I did it. Like, no, I'm innocent. Like that's gonna always be. I think at this point, man, it's way too hard to decipher what's coming and what's not. Like it's just like it's too much, right? Because we don't know anything. So everything that comes out is speculation at this point. It's all speculation. But I do agree with what's in the chat. I think Diddy list is connected as well with Epstein. That's why I'm like, man, Diddy make it to court, I'm gonna be surprised. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I'm keep him lifted because Epstein didn't make it to court either. And like when you start and when you start calling out people, you know what I mean, it's a dangerous game to play. And when you got people on tape and list, right?
He was doing that, like that was like an intentional thing. Allegedly, he was blackmailing people. That's playing with fire, man. Like and just recording people to come into the house without them knowing. And now people are saying they have the tapes in different areas. Different people. One sex worker said he has a tape with somebody who's more popular than Diddy that he's willing to release. He's willing to give to we gave to the FBI allegedly. So it's just like. If Diddy isn't leaking it almost doesn't serve a purpose to take him out. You know what I'm saying? If it's the other parties that's leaking it, then you might be those other parties who are speaking might want to check themselves. Like, did y'all see the thing where a new security guard is now talking because he got accused of raping a young lady with Diddy, and he said he wasn't even there.
Right. I mean. What's up, Clarissa in the house? That is some dangerous territory. But look, and this is like with it's hard now, especially with AI deep fakes and all this, like, and all this with social inflation that we got too many people that Hugh go way too deep. They ain't gonna never get nothing on Hugh, but that's a whole nother story. The Playboy he ain't never going down ever, and he got videos on everybody. It ain't even no need in dressing that. Back to Diddy.
Real quick. The thing with Hugh is also it was a different day and time, meaning that the recordings, the attention, the Me Too, the respect for women's rights, it was different back in that day. So they weren't even fighting for it like that.
Yeah, everybody's still screaming it. They just can't get it. Hugh can't. They can't tie him back.
He
never will. And he gone. And they still can't get him. That's how tight Hugh was. Like his right hand man, you watch some specials. It's people still willing to die with Hugh, and Hugh gone, and they still holding it down. Like they ain't gonna say nothing. They like, you my best friend. He never did it. Like, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. But what I'm saying, with every now, with all of this now, we got to really wait until evidence from the prosecutor and the defense start presenting before we can believe anything else that we hear. Again, because as always with the rumors, and again, well, now people can do deep fakes. AI can make him and R. Kelly have a conversation, like, you know, and like it happened for real.
Some of the most disturbing shit with the deep fake. They done had Diddy and Meek Mill kissing it. They done. Right. It's ridiculous. Jackie, jump in here.
It's just crazy. It's crazy, but I'm more concerned. I'm trying to figure out what happened with the judge.
That's
why
a
they
good
switched
point.
the judge.
That's a good bit. Was the judge on those tapes?
Nah, your man, they said it. They say he stepped aside because he was connected to JP Morgan or something.
What they got to do with this?
It was something. It was a conflict. That somewhere in the money tied together. It was somewhere. It was a conflict. I don't know the whole story, but he had.
And that's the point. That's what Jackie's question is, because we don't know the story, so we don't know.
They could have just said that. Why was it so? They could have just said that. Why was it so like hush hush? Like they didn't know why he stepped down.
That's the point. That's the whole point. We don't know. So it's very, very interesting, man. And I wonder, as more stories come out, more things come about. We're going to move this off of Diddy because we've been talking about him for the last fucking month. But country singer Garth Brooks now has some charges coming up against him.
There it is. His wife was a lawyer for JP Morgan, and the money ran through their banks. Conflict. The money that Diddy money ran through the bank. So I mean, probably not direct, but when you got a case this tight, you got any conflict. Yeah. That's how they get. And he got racketeering charges. And racketeering charges that's money. So if they following the money and she was somebody that was part of the banks, that's the racketeering charge. He absolutely got to step aside. That's a conflict, 100%. Yeah. Got to. We get it. There we go. I understand. Appreciate you, Butter Babe.
Who the hell is Butter Babe?
I don't know. Can we call you? I'm gonna call you.
You gotta call him something else. You gotta call him IBB.
Right.
You can't be calling no grown man Butter Babe. We're not doing that.
That's like call me Delicious. My name Delicious.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So BB, his name is BB.
That's gonna be my name next week. My name next week gonna be Delicious.
But I still that's still
Garth Brooks though. Yeah, and speaking
that's still insatiate me though. Yeah, that's still insatiate me. We're gonna follow this.
Yeah.
I'm not satisfied with that answer.
Follow the money.
Garth Brooks being sued by his former makeup artist who claims that he raped her in a hotel room, but she was actually his wife's makeup artist.
Oh.
Which is a little odd, you know.
I mean, means he had proximity.
He says it never happened. He don't know where the story even came from. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's weird because if you're accused of something, he's talking about how she's trying to take him down. She's been trying to get him for money. It's been a consistent shakedown. If she doesn't do what he says, she's gonna she's gonna sue him. She's gonna dirty his name up. She's gonna ruin his image. And he's just kind of sitting like, what do I do? Allegedly, if he's innocent. And I'm just thinking that it gets so tricky, man, because you can really say anything. Like right now, he said that some of his shows, he doesn't even want to do the shows or fear of cancellation just by the thought of it being out there. Not true, not hasn't gone to court, not been found guilty. Just the fact that it's been said has tarnished his image. So going after the white guys too. You ain't got nothing to say about Garth Brooks?
No, I was letting Jackie. I was giving Jackie her moment to get in there.
Hey, like Cat Williams says, it's the year of the truth. So I'm sitting back with my popcorn. I'm just watching all this unfold.
The year of the truth. Look, again, man, I think is with the evolution of social media now, it is getting harder for people, even in positions of power and influence, to get away with things that, you know, probably in the past that they have been, right, and or could sweep under the table or pay somebody to keep their mouth shut. But now this is what social inflation has done. That now when they used to could hit somebody with 5 racks under the table and, you know, make it go away, they like, nah, I want the whole bag. We going to court. I can get 50 out of this, right? And all I got to do is post to Instagram about what you did to me. And now whether
what you allegedly did,
right? So whether this is true about Garth Brooks, and if he is guilty, you know what I mean, then he should be punished to the fullest extent of the law. If he is innocent, he should be fully exonerated. But either way, however it comes, he's lost millions of dollars if he comes out innocent, because he's canceling concerts and his name is tainted and will ever be connected to this allegation. Right, because this is how serious social media is, that he could settle, you know, end up just for her to retract the statement, even though it's not true. I just gonna hit you with 50 million just to say, you know, it didn't happen, because I'm not gonna be able to live the same and move the same anymore. Because some people will still be like, did he do it? Even if he exonerated, they gonna look like yeah, he was with her all the time. This was the wife makeup artist, so she was always with the wife, right? So like she was part of the family. She always there. And thinking of the wife, and like, what do the wife do? Why she got a makeup artist anyway?
That's a good question.
Like it ain't Garth Brooks and wife, to my knowledge, right? He's a solo artist.
And when I read that, I was kind of like, huh, the wife makeup artist. Interesting. Do she sing or something?
We gotta find out what profession is.
I don't know.
I'm gonna ask Clarissa. Clarissa, you are a Garth Brooks expert. Does she sing?
Yeah.
It is.
That's
the asterisk. I think the asterisk will always remain. Like they say, Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame with an asterisk. I think an asterisk will always be there. You know what I mean? Because especially people gonna always, especially somebody in power, you're gonna always wonder, like, yeah, he did do that. He paid the right people to say that it's over with. Oh, Trisha Yearwood, that's his wife. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, Trisha.
Yeah.
Trisha,
Okay.
come on, man. Okay. You know Trisha.
Yeah. Okay. I know the name.
We gonna move on from this because
I didn't know they was married.
You gotta keep telling.
That's what we know about country music, right?
Exactly. I don't know about with Sam Boosie and Beyonce.
They was married.
But I do on a more serious note, and I know we lost a lot of people over the last week, but I wanted to make sure we shouted out Dikembe Mutombo, rest in peace, one of Georgetown's finest. No, that's my man.
No.
That's my man. He said, man does not fly in the eyes of Mutombo.
Hey man, my favorite Geico commercial is still when he was running through the office blocking everything in the office. He said with the finger. Man, that commercial still get me every time I see it, man. Like,
hell yeah.
Hey, and man, and you know what?
John Amos, man.
That was the last time we had Glory Days.
Damn. Rest in peace, John Amos, man.
We did. And for McDowell's.
Yeah, for good times, the McDowell's. Listen, he got his own money. When I tell you that man got his own money, baby, he has his own money.
His face is on it.
Oh man. And there were other losses. I know it came in threes. I can't think of the third person. Who was the third person? I can't even think of him. Chris Christopherson, lost him. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. No, I'm playing.
He's he was an actor in one of those great 80s movies. I can't remember the name.
I mean, white
rest in peace to you. Yeah,
Rest
exactly.
in peace, man. Rest in peace to you and family. Pete Rose, yes.
Pete Rose, yeah.
Yeah.
Should have been in the Baseball Hall of Fame. I can't believe they didn't set that straight before he passed. I don't understand that. And moving on a more positive note, I guess, the dock workers union suspended their strike. They didn't get the full 70+% increase they wanted, but I believe they got 62% that'll keep them going until January 15th. And they have from now until then to continue the renegotiations to try to get what they really want. I'm on the side of the workers, man. Get your money by all means. You know, I've heard people say, well, you know, they make $100,000 a year. They shouldn't be making. They're trying to get it $200,000. I'm not counting their pockets, man. Like they say, they work a lot of hours, and that's what they think they deserve. And if they stop, we sort of panicked and went through the country. If you can say I will stop, and people panic like that, you probably deserve the money.
Yes, and they haven't had a raise in years and over decades. Like, come on, y'all.
Yeah, so well, if I'm gonna clap it up for them, I clap it up for the bank.
Hey,
like, do what you gotta do to get your money, man.
Look, when we talking about bringing national attention to, these are the people who exports is how and imports is where like a big part of the U.S. economy flows through there. Right. Yeah. And these are the people who the front line of those. And when we don't take care of the people who handle, that's an infrastructure, right? That's one of our infrastructures of the country. And, you know, when we neglecting as a country, those people, you know, it's times where like, you know, it really like I question, like we sending these billions to Ukraine for a war, you know what I mean? That we ain't even in. But, you know, our dock workers, they had to say, we not coming to work until y'all do something different. Like we had to all come together. So power to the people that we was like, you know what? We not coming here and doing this anymore until y'all decide. Like, and look, we can't even afford to not be here, right? Like we need this money, right? We need to be at work, but we can't keep living like this and y'all keep treating us like this. And so, you know what I mean? I'm glad they came, they got back to work and they suspended it, but and I think this showed, because Martin Luther King said it best, man, injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. So to see them unionize and stand up and make a call and make them move. Stop moving the field goal every time we get here, right? Stop moving the goalposts.
Yeah, and just hold on, man. And to address the comment here, I don't know if I followed. If I'm the head of the union making $1 million, I don't really know what that's supposed to mean. I mean, they're allowed to make money. I think that's like a Republican narrative. Like some of them are making money. Oh, so what does that mean exactly? So. You're not supposed to make that kind of money? The head of the union for the dock for the entire country? That's a Republican narrative out there to discredit them. I don't rock with that.
That's a big step just to make a point, right? Like we gonna make a fake strike just to prove a point.
Exactly. I mean, exactly. Not rocking with that at all.
Not that he didn't capitalize on it somehow, that he found that's what politicians do, and people in those positions are considered they have to politic to hold those positions, right? So
Jackie, jump in.
Maybe he capitalized.
Oh no, I was jumping off of what Randy was saying as far as, you know, we always have money for other countries. So I just wanted to give a shout out. For one, I wanted to say that they were giving $750 out to the people that were affected by Hurricane Helene because they're running out of money. So I wanted to give a shout out to Dolly Parton, who personally took out her bank account of $1 million to donate to the cause to make sure that these people get some money.
Okay. Shout out to Dolly. Now, moving on kickback conversation of the week. I always forget when the draft is, but it's always around this time for the what is the boo season draft, the booed up draft. You got your draft period, you got your training camp, so you can so you can be with your person by the time it's cold. What in October? What place are we in? Are we at the draft now? Obviously, I'm not participating yet, but I think this is the draft. This is the boo drafts. I think that goes for like 2 more weeks. Then you have tryouts. This is tryouts
podcast.
Huh?
No, I'll say Carissa said it's a country music podcast.
It seems like you're doing it. So, but seriously, what part of the season is this? This is tryouts. It goes tryouts, then drafts, then training camp.
I have no idea.
You can tell all we doing is working. None of us know. We just like, I get up and go to work, and then I come home, and then on Sundays I'll do the podcast. I don't know what's going on.
Right. All I know is that the Washington Commanders are 4-1, and they.
All right, and moving right along. Let's get into our what the fuck story of the week. It's the And right there, I want you to intro this because you had sent the message to the chat saying we got to talk about this. And this is the Tyree Nichols murder case. I guess the verdict has come down. There were certain charges they were found guilty of, but conspicuously there were a few charges they were not found guilty of. So I'm gonna alley-oop it to you.
I mean, and I want to say first, that it is a win for the family for the Nichols family. So, again, we express our deepest condolences to their family, especially his 7-year-old son who will never see his dad again. Right? What up, Big K? That we give our sincerest condolences for all that they went through. Now, this is it's very conspicuous that the most serious charges were dropped. However, I think somehow I'm gonna keep following this because I think it somehow is tied to the city because the city already the family has a $500 million lawsuit against the city of Mississippi, which Ben Crump is heading up, and Ben Crump come in, he get his money, right? he get his money, and the officers have been fired, and they still facing first degree murder charges in another trial, second degree, but they got cleared of the charges of which I don't even understand how violation of civil rights was one of the charges that they dropped, which they clearly violated his civil rights. But then they found him guilty of a lesser charge of violating civil rights with bodily injury or something. It's something stupid. And I'm like, this is some made up stuff. I'm like, it got to be some money behind this. Why did they word it this way specifically, especially with this lawsuit looming, and they still got other charges. They got to go to court for other charges. So this is really just the beginning for them, right? And the sad part about this, it was a black on black crime, really. These were black officers who beat a black man to death. Right, and nobody will ever that video will be chilling forever. Having this man calling for his mom was the last thing, that came out his mouth before he died. So I hope these men and two of the officers they flipped, they snitched, they pleaded guilty, and one of them he seemed sincerely apologetic. He apologized to the family and he flipped and he said he wished that he wouldn't have did what he did. And so he's showing some regret and some remorse. I think he took a 15-year plea deal. So one of them already, he doing 15 off the rack and he's still going to do more. And they deserve to be punished to the fullest extent of the law because we are trying to get where we are with justice. We're treated fairly by law enforcement and to have to be victimized by our own people, like this was a tragedy in every aspect. So I am glad to see that, I hate to see that it's us against us, but if the law enforcement treats us wrong, whether it's us or anybody else, until they treat us like everybody else, this need to be the path for anybody who violates our civil liberties in that fashion. That's what I'll say with that.
100% agree. I'm gonna throw it to you, Jack.
Oh, I agree with Randy 100% because that just disgusted me.
Yeah, when I just in looking at everything, one, I hate that it was black on black. I don't mean black on black crime, like, because there's no such thing. Because if a white person kill a white person, they don't call it white on white crime. I mean, black police officers. I mean, I'm more accustomed to seeing white police officers and it being a racist thing, and they kill a black man and dealing with that. Knowing that it was 3 black officers that were involved, it was witness tampering, which means there was threatening and intimidation. This ran deep. A lot of people were affected by it. Not just the young man that lost his life, but his family and any potential witness. Because if you get charged with witness tampering, I don't think they were going, hey, buddy, can you just say something different in court tomorrow? I'm pretty sure it was a little more aggressive than that. So I'm a little disappointed at the way the verdict came out. Just upon initially hearing the guilty verdict, I was like, good.
Right.
And then when Randy sent that message, I was like, wait a minute, let me read a little bit more. But what did I miss? When I read through it, it's no real rhyme or reason for why certain charges were applied to certain people. It don't make sense. Yeah, right. It's just like any minor, you get this one, you get that one, you get this one. And whenever it's weird, kind of to your point, whenever it's weird, it makes you go like, wait, what? Why did they do that?
Yeah.
Right. Something
I'm
gonna
keep following this joint. I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, we gotta find out where the baby oil is.
But I believe with Mississippi, I think a movie gonna come out about them. There's been some civil rights activists that been down there for the longest that been saying that the crime force down there are like terrorists. They said the law enforcement down there are like gangsters. I've talked to people who live there, and they said the law enforcement there they the biggest gangsters in the city. So the witness tampering and all of that, it makes sense. I think so. The civil rights dude, he came out and spoke, and he been crusading for Mississippi for years by himself. So he said he's finally glad to see some national attention on these guys, on how law enforcement treats people in this town. So I hope that this is the beginning to blow the lid. I'm expecting to see a movie. Tubi might have it next week.
I think it's coming out tonight.
Right.
This goes back to Emmett Till and how they handle that situation and how they handle that. I mean, it's
indeed
horrible.
It goes back, and they saying it goes back that deep.
You want to get this movie done, just tell Jackie all her crew got movies. We got the BMF movie, all her Tariq, her whole crew make movies, or TV shows. So we can get a movie done. Just tell Jackie, she'll get 50 cents on it.
Right.
Now moving on to our
movie with Jackie.
to our Don't Be Dumb award, and this Randy man too. Randy, hate to do it to your boy, but you're getting it today.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Tommy Richmond. Now, Randy put me on to this artist because he loved this song. He said, I don't know what it is. I love this song. He sent it to me. I listened to it. I was like, this is okay. I played the second time. I was like, oh, this is okay. I played it the third time. I was like, wait a minute. This is nasty. But then we see who gravitated to the song. It was on urban radio. I dug it, Randy dug it. We was all listening to it. It wasn't necessarily a rap song, but I would consider it hip hop because we got Nelly, we got Drake. They sing. They're not the best singers, but they know how to write a little melody. They give you a little funky rap beat, and that's good music. You know what I'm saying? He just decided yesterday, I guess it was just too much going on, or the other day, to tweet, I am not a hip hop artist. And I noticed with artists like Post Malone, and as we go further back in time to other white artists, that use hip hop to kind of get into the game, and then when they distance themselves, like Post Malone been on some rock shit the last 3 years. Post Malone was making some of the funkiest rap R&B shit I heard. I was bumping all that shit. Then he said, I got to a certain point. Let me break off my violin. I want to start playing my cello. I'm like, what happened to you, dog? And a lot of DJ Head from the big picture podcast with Elliot Wilson said, thanks for letting us know. Now we can stop playing your music. And I was like, oop. And a lot of black DJs, hip hop DJs, not black hip hop DJs around the country. Oh, you're not hip hop? We got you. We won't play your music during our set. And then he came out the next day like, wait a minute, a jazz side. Y'all so crazy. Y'all know I be playing. What I meant to say was I'm not only hip hop. And I mean, I got a forgiving spirit these days. Some kind of like, all right, maybe he ain't mean like that. But I'm also not stupid. He meant it like that, man. And maybe he caught himself. Maybe he like, woo, I didn't mean to say that. Or I didn't know that was going to happen. But I think, artists, you got to watch what you tweet and watch what you saying. Why would you just write? Nobody asked you. Nobody asked him. Wasn't a question. He just made a blanket statement. I am not hip hop. So what are you really trying to say? You're not black. You're not for black music. Like, what is your statement? What was the point? And I think before I play his song on this podcast again, he's going to have to explain what he meant by that.
These poor publicists, I know they is just going because before we social media, they could tell you, look, this is what I need you to say, this is what I need you to do. Don't talk about this, don't talk about that. Now, I think he just retracted his publicist, hit him up like, bruh, I'm getting all these calls. What's going on? And he had to retract his statement. That's all that is.
I agree.
Oh, for sure. When they looked at them numbers, when the DJs have been like, okay, if they stop, and new notice being an artist, spins still get you money, right? And now it was spins, but now it's just it's plays, right?
It's spins, playlists, all that stuff.
All of that stuff counts. So if you remove, and we be like, all right, let's look, we breaking down where your money come from, and the analytics say that hip hop is giving you this is how much income is being generated here. So let's just take your tweet, and then we're gonna put all that in red, and we're gonna remove all of that. They just said they're not gonna play your stuff no more at that time.
He said, so let me that's what my bank account would look like.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Hey, it wasn't the publicist. The publicist told him what to say. It was the accountant that called him. let me tell you what that. Let me tell you about $1 million, baby. Let me tell you about this $1 million tweet that you just
said. That's $1, baby. It's me 50 cent, baby.
Right.
Keep playing around.
Let me tell you about this $1 million tweet that you minus $1 million tweet that you just sent.
Look, let me pull you on the hip hop industry real quick, because obviously you just don't know. You getting your feet wet a little bit, you just don't know, bro. You finna learn the hard way.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, you trying to cut off your feet? You better do like J-Lo, get in there, and then you ain't made it yet to try to cut us off yet.
He 2 songs in. He got to have his black girlfriend first.
Right.
Had a baby, had a mixed baby, and then dip. You gotta have the $1 million baby.
You gotta do the BET awards at least once, and then maybe you can separate then, right? Like almost get shot, and then we'll give you an honorary pass. You ain't there yet, bro.
Just can't make the potato salad, but you cool.
No, you can't. No, but
let's keep it moving with I wasn't familiar with this gentleman. You guys may have been, but I was very proud to read this.
If it's sports, if it's fashion, if it's music, if it's hustling, whatever, you're on a marathon, So
David Stewart becomes America's richest black man with a staggering $11.4 billion net worth. David Stewart just made history as the richest black man in America with, as I mentioned, an $11.4 billion estimation with Forbes' annual 400 list. Stewart ranks at number 84. That's crazy. It's 83 people with more than 11 billion. But he's leading worldwide technology and IT giant That partners with some of the biggest names in the game, like Cisco. We all used that. Verizon. We all use that. Even the federal government. From over 80 Fortune 100 companies, Stewart's journey is nothing short of what they call inspiring. I must goddamn agree. And he got his black wife with him.
Yeah, we need a hand clap for that. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Right.
His name is David Stewart. If you want to look him up, study him, see if he's done any speeches. You know, we can always learn. Each one teach one. Having said that, I would like to really quickly throw it to you guys so we can move on to the next topic. Anything you want to say about Mr. David Stewart?
Hey, congratulations. I love to see that. Love to see it.
Hey, with the way that, you know, Skynet is progressing, to have one of us a giant in the IT world, that he's put a foothold that now he's controlling a percentage of he has a market share inside of, like, and those of us who know finances know what it means to have a market share in an industry that is exploding by billions now. That, like, you look at his connections and now and where he's come from and where he is, like, truly, like, we should know his name. Like, his journey, if you watch, should inspire us all to be like, you know what, I can achieve that as well. Because it's through hard work and dedication that he didn't just ask for anybody to get him at his seat. He created a seat, right? He's like, now it's a table. Now, anytime we get one, when we get up there, like, now, hey, and be inspired, next generation, like, look, it's somebody paving the way for us to get there, and especially in IT. Look him up. His market share, he's somewhere heavy, playing with some heavy players, and he deserved it to be there. Bravo, brother.
Yes.
David Stewart, once again. And now let's move on to our Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill. What does that even mean?
Well, this is the moment of truth. I remember there was a new show that came out, almost a decade ago now, I guess. And I was interested in it, but it just didn't have stars. You know, stars wasn't a network that I had. Every now and then, I would get stars if it came with a package because they had black shows at night, all the black movies, all the old classics. But I wasn't keeping stars.
Black
if I was present, right, black stars, exactly. Exactly. And a buddy of mine was like, "Man, you watching Power?" And I was like, "No, but I know it's good. I know 50 in it or whatever." And he was like, "Yo, you gotta watch it." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I don't have stars." One day I was at his house and he was like, we was sipping smoke, whatever. He was like, "Stars. I've been telling you, not stars, Power. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it." And I was like, "Put that shit on. Fuck it. Put it on." And the first episode, I was like,
right,
young. Ghost is cold. Ghost is cold. And who the white boy is? Just Tommy. And from then I was hooked. I said, well, now I must have stars in my house. And so I used to have stars as part of my cable package. And then when I got rid of the cable and got my Fire Stick, I got the Stars app. So not only do I watch the whole Power universe, I watch it the night it comes out at midnight. So for Tariq's show, Ghost, 12:01 a.m. I work till midnight and then I go and watch Ghost. And I've been doing that for years. And I started off thinking Tariq was just a little kid, didn't even factor into my concept of the show. Well, that's Ghost's son, whatever. Then he became, okay, kind of annoying.
Yep,
you know, right. But he was still like not really a factor. And then I was like, dog, if this little boy don't, he started to piss me off. And then I was like, oh, he got a little bit, he got a little straight with him. He want to do a little, okay, let's see what they're going to do. And then he started getting annoying. I'm like, your father's trying to take you down the right path. You're hanging with Kanan. You're doing other stuff. You done sent the dude to the lawyer house. You're doing too much. That time to get in. Now you're getting on my nerves. I thought you was a little nerdy, little innocent kid. Then you was an annoying little brat. Now you in the street and you doing everything the wrong way. I don't like it. And you got my middle name. My name is now Tariq Muman. His name is Tariq. I was like, why they give him my name? Why ain't his name Randy or Jack? Or something. Why they gotta give him Tariq about my name? He is ruining my name. And then at the end of the show, I started to identify with him. I won't go into too much, but you know how he felt about ghosts and things that was going on. I've been in a similar mind frame, I'll say. And I was like, okay, I kind of feel him, but he's still doing little goofy stuff, but I kind of feel him. He let Dre come into the club. He took Dre to Ghost, and he wasn't answering Ghost calls. I was conflicted. Then when he got his own show, I was like, I'm not watching the Tariq show. What is he going to be doing? He going to boarding school?
People hated that show. They was like, nobody want to see him.
Yeah, right. Nobody want to see no damn Tariq. By the end of the first season, I was like, he growing up. I still don't really like him, but he growing up. Season 2, I was like, nah, he's changing. He is clearly not the same little dude. Season 3, I was like, no, that's my man. And I'm proud that he has the name Tariq. He's earned it. I'm proud. And in the last season or 2, I was just like, I'm on board. I'm on board with almost every move he made. I'm respecting. I'm in awe of. And he ended on top. And that's my summation. But of course, I didn't give you none of the details. I left that for Jackie. That is Miss Jackie's job to go in and tell you what he did, how he did it. I gave you the macro. Jackie gonna give you the micro. But I will just say that like he did it, man. He had the ending. I saw online somebody say he had the ending we all wanted Franklin to have from Snowfall.
Yeah.
And I was disgusted by the Snowfall ending. Everybody was like, no, that's real. I was like, that ain't always real. Like, and that didn't have to be that ending. You know what I'm saying? Look at Randy. Randy came out okay. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna act like that's everybody ending their mind up on drugs. No, it's not. Randy wound up a Commanders fan.
You have that classmate that you see at the store that you be like, oh, they didn't make it.
Right, but do you have that classmate you see on TV?
Franklin was a true story. Ghost was written. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And they ended Franklin. Oh, the last 3 seasons of Franklin was lies because Franklin is Freeway Ricky Ross, who was doing pretty well for himself. So
after he went to jail, Freeway, you forgot Ricky Ross met Freeway Ricky behind bars.
Well, let me tell you this. I had Freeway Ricky Ross on this podcast. I used to do work with his record labels. I know him. He was in jail, but he never became Franklin. He never became Franklin. When he was in jail before he got out, his nephew was running his label. When he got out, he came and did a podcast with us. Me and JB, probably 2013. I'll find that episode one day and just post it.
I'm just saying it's a happy ending now for him, but he did go to jail. Like anytime if you go behind bars, I don't think it's not a full win. If you go to jail, you lost.
It's not a full win, but it ain't that you a crackhead. That's different.
No, it's way different. It's way different. Yeah.
Jackie's old boyfriend, Demetrius Flannery, Big Meech, is in jail. He's about to come home to millions of dollars. It's different than being a crackhead. Those are two different things. But I feel you though. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah. But
let's go to the trap queen.
He's still Big Meat still behind bars.
Not the trap queen.
He still got to get out to spend the meals.
That's a fact. Let's throw it to the trap queen.
Oh Lord.
Get fit with Jack. Talk to us.
So let's just get right into it. The elephant in the room. Let's talk about who he was talking to on that phone call at the end of Power.
I got a different thought than you.
Of course, he was talking to Tommy.
Diane.
It could be nobody but Tommy.
Diana. Can't talk to Tommy like they talking to Tommy like that's his little homie.
Diana.
I'm saying Diana. He was talking to
Diana. I think it
the
was
person on the phone. He was talking to like they was his little homie. What? They said what? I beat it. I got it. He ain't telling Tommy I got it. Tommy the big homie. You know what I'm saying? That's my take on it. I want it to be Tommy so he could be on force. I want that. But the way he was talking on that phone, unless he really is Ghost and Tommy his number 2. You know what I'm saying?
I think Tariq's gonna be on Force with Tommy.
I want to see it. I agree with you, and I want to see it. Here's a theory I saw floating out there because I think it was Diana on the phone. I think she becomes the new Monet.
He don't talk to her like that.
She was.
Yeah. We always fan because she was pregnant with his child. He talks to her more like that when he does Tommy. What you say, Randy?
No.
I said she ended up being a better version of Monet to me at the end.
That's what I'm saying. And so I think she got
because Mary only had street thoughts. Remember, Diana was in the gifted class with Tariq. You know what I mean? So,
and the one thing he did that I like, he demoted Braden. You're like, Braden, we're not partners. You can be what? I'm not partner. You're gonna make more money than you ever made. But I'm not gonna do the Ghost and Tommy thing. No. Every time you got a missing, you got to powder your nose. We're not doing it, buddy.
It went out. Look, it ended. So many shows don't know how to end right. You know what I mean? I just want to say that I think they ended Power very well. All right, go Commanders. 4-1 NFC.
I just said I put that up there.
Absolutely. But again, so many shows don't know how to end the show. And I think they end the show. But let me play devil advocate because they talked about it being the most watched Power show. Are we just so hungry for Ghosts because he gone that we embracing Tariq a little bit more than we would have if we had other Power options? Or do we really like
our options?
Because we all hated him. And I remember it was a lot of people, self-included, was like, man, I don't want to see that little irritating Negro on a show. You know what I'm saying? Why would he get his own show? And he killed my boy. I was like, what we gonna see? We gonna see Tommy track him down and kill him in the end? Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see him. I want to see Tommy like he got the lawyer on the roof. Get him like that. But
he did that to Tariq. He did that. But he brought him back up.
How they trick us into now he the new Ghost? Like,
because for so long.
Because he earned it. He earned it. He put in the work.
But they were putting out that Ghost was still alive. Ghost was still alive.
I'm just asking, are we missing Ghost or is Tariq that good?
I think Tariq is better than Ghost.
Like to hear our listeners. Y'all tell us.
Tariq better than Ghost. Tariq said, I'm not doing the family thing because the game. Right. I'm taking my mother and my sister, putting y'all over there. I'm not going to be involved in the stuff. He told the African dude, look, I ain't even going to be there. This will be the last time you ever see me. Right. And they won't know where it's coming from. They won't know where it's going. He did it better than Ghost. He's literally out the game. Like a ghost.
Yeah,
exactly.
They ended that joint.
And the moves he was making. And I'm gonna tell you, like he was getting more and more ruthless, more and more. I ain't having that shit. More and more.
Sweater he had on at the finale, though.
Yeah,
oh my God,
that's a good point.
He should have been.
But you know,
for that.
What I noticed, I really like FP. I like FP Hustle. Payne is leaving town. Where is he going? Is it Chicago? Is he going to Atlanta with Lil Durk? You know, Lil Durk was his cousin in the show,
right?
And then you got, I'm convinced
he can't go to Atlanta.
Diana is definitely doing the Monet thing, without a doubt to me. Braden is still in the game, which means him and Diana will probably be working together. That's what I think Tariq, who I'm going to call Ghost now, Lil Ghost, was talking to Diana and Braden, like, what? Well, let's bring it, because he would be their muscle probably. And then I noticed Diana killed 2 people in like the last 3 episodes. Yeah. Diana wasn't trying to get her hands dirty. She was schoolgirl, blah, blah, blah. She killed the police officer.
She killed the daughter. Well, she could have killed Noma.
And she killed the daughter. Yeah. She said, no, I want her to feel Noma. I want her to feel the pain.
Kane was even looking at her like, what you do? Like, I want her to feel. I was like, wow.
Speaking of the daughter, Tariq had a better squad than Ghost did. And Tommy. You look at Ghost girls, Tommy girls. I think Tariq had the baddest girls. Tommy had the white girl, and then he had Lala. Ghost had Tasha and Angie. Tariq had
Rick everybody.
We got
Diana.
Diana.
What's the little girl who went away? The fine girl in the smarts class who they played dead, and she
we call her pretty girl. And then he had Norman Daughter. And according to IG, Norman Daughter, to me, she was the bottom of the list, but her pictures on her regular page, she might be number one. So looks only. But yeah, man, Tariq, I told you,
in that gifted class, Tariq hit every bad chick.
He didn't hit light-skinned Keisha. He didn't hit light-skinned Keisha. I was mad about that. I saw a poster say we ain't get a titty or nipple enough from light-skinned Keisha. She was only in class. Ain't nobody date her. I was like, that's a good.
Light-skinned Keisha's a brand new mom. She ain't trying to do that with y'all.
She bad though. And we would love to see her in the scene. And towards the end, Method Man hit a couple of joints. I was like, all right, Meth. He had a couple, but Tariq, I think out of the Power universe, nobody had like Tariq. Tariq had the baddest. And I salute you, man. You made my middle name proud, man. Eventually, in the end, it took you to the end, but you eventually made my middle name proud. And I'm very happy about that. Now, as we journey out of this, I'm going to hold the latest Jaguar wrong stuff because I want me and Jackie to really argue about this. And I don't want to start this.
Y'all gonna need a whole hour. Y'all can't even start that now. Ooh,
but she gonna say something
next week.
Yeah, she gonna say something else.
Y'all, they need to on air need to hear y'all back and forth over Jaguar. Yeah, we gonna need a whole. Yeah, we're gonna have to start up. We're gonna start next week at the top of the hour on Jaguar.
She probably gonna say something.
She is gonna say
She gonna
something.
be the Bible story of the week. She done already said that Jay-Z and Beyonce worse than Diddy. She went on Starbuck Wild Show and got cussed out by him. And she did that same thing that Jackie like to do. You just like Jay-Z, you just on Jay-Z dick. I was like, she sound like Jackie.
Hey, man, Jay-Z. Jigga's still connected. If we learning anything from starting back from Bill Cosby up until now, when you come for the right people, you step in the wrong lane, we see what happens.
As we get up out of here, I want to remind y'all
the Washington Commanders 4-1. Go ahead.
What you saying, Jack?
We just gonna see what happens.
Yeah, we gonna see when that sun comes down.
Dallas Cowgirls do tonight. What's that?
Whoa! I know these dead skin salamanders not talking trash. The little salamander they had on. But what I do want to do,
who's the number one quarterback in the NFC right now?
What for the last 3 games? People look good for a couple games. Do it for a season. Do it for a night. Do it for a day. Be the number one quarterback after this game.
Yeah,
this game still be number one. Watch what Dak do. And shout out to J. Lou. Yeah, shout out to J. Lou. He is still a fan. So yeah, me and him, I'm gonna take him all night. Argue with him all night.
I'm starting Justin Fields too, J. Lou. So hey, I'm pulling for him. I got.
That was not a good idea. I'm starting Dak in one of my leagues.
Oh man, so. J. Lou, your man gonna have a coming out party on Dallas tonight. Watch. Justin Fields. Russell Wilson will not see the field after Justin Fields win this game tonight. He might as well just go into Sierra. Don't get in Sierra new video. Make another baby because you're not getting on the field.
Okay, Captain Obvious. Russell Wilson wasn't seeing the field to begin with. You sound like Jackie when she said Mary J left the show early.
He had a hurt ankle. He said that hurt calf or something. That's why he did.
He's not getting that job back. That was evident after week 3.
If he went,
but I do want to end it. Remind you guys, like Randy did last week, that we do have a music playlist of Pod Named Kickback. And I'm going to give you some snippets of a few songs. Jackie had told us about a song last week. I played the absolutely wrong one. And right now, I'm going to play the absolutely right one. This Trinidad James and Razor Sharp Dre with Swang. Get my
Everybody wanna talk a lot. She got a BBL, baby, poke it out. They can go change, but I'm walking out. Fuck what them other niggas talking about. Fuck.
And YouTube will take our stuff down, so I can't figure the whole song, but I want you to make sure you get that. You can always get the Pod Named Kickback playlist on Apple. And here's another really good jump. Mario got a new song I really like.
I ain't seen you in a while.
And it's it sounds a little Lucky Day-ish, but it's funky, man. It's funky.
All right, they're gonna be your 7. That is got a little funky beat to it right there.
That's called Space by Mario. And the last one I want you to hear is Big Lotto. I'm a big Lotto fan. This song is called Shout Out to You.
Shout out to me. That's my new motto right there.
Oh, I see you been listening to the playlist, Randy.
I'm always on the playlist. Look, like I feel that song so much.
What'd you say?
I feel sometimes we don't give each other. This song is an affirmation too. Like,
oh,
I feel
yeah.
like we don't give each. I don't give out. Sometimes we don't give ourselves credit, and we our worst critic. Give yourself a shout out sometimes, just for being there. Shout out,
Since high school, niggas love begging for numbers to call. Since high school, bitches hated, we been ignoring it all. Now it's up with bitches talking spicy. I'm warring with y'all, and I ain't really letting up on y'all to the corner call. Funny thing about it, you can't look me in my eyes, sis. But let's get back to how my life is. You hoes is a puzzle.
Now I do love Big Glow. I love Glorilla. I do. But not on my favorite.
Your face, karma will deal with you though. I promise your judgment awaits. I got a crush on a thug, and yes, he in love with my ass, but he more in love with my face. And that's saying a lot, cause clearly I'm slim in the waist. But somehow the cake fucked around.
I'm trying to let her get to the chorus. She's spitting.
Yeah, I say don't play too much. You gonna
corny. He doesn't
right.
Government case, bitch, get the fuck out my face. I don't play about us. I do this for me and everything that I was, nigga. This shout out for me.
This shout out for me. And I want to send a shout out to me. Send a shout out to Jack. Send a shout out to Randy. Send a shout out to Clarissa, Big Burger, BB, and I calling you Butter Babe, and everybody else tuned in, whether you watched it, whether you listened to it.
Came through with some good info. Show up. Y'all
Appreciate
remember, y'all call me
guys.
delicious next week. I'm gonna be delicious.
He's delicious next week. I'm gonna be. I'll let you guys know. I might have to go back to my Pretty Ricky days. We're gonna figure it out. Now, it was before there was a Martin TV show. Martin got it for me, and we'll talk about that next week. I educate you guys. I was going around coolish talking about Pretty Rick. But anyway, pre-WTYRIC is how I spelled it. And we're gonna holler at you guys. Make sure it's a great week. I don't care if you had a great week last week or a terrible week last week. We are in a new week. You can make it whatever you want. It can really be whatever you want. Just like the Cowboys about to beat the shit out of the Steelers, because that's what I want. Oh no, we got
Be like the Commanders.
Salamanders.